What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunched Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Errol, the Truth, Spence. Errol Spence has pleaded guilty to TWI nearly 3 years after he was accused of driving drunk when he crashed in Dallas with his Ferrari. 32-year-old entered the plea last week, according to Dallas County District Attorney Office, and he was sentenced to 3 days in jail, though he was given credit for 3 days time served, a DA spokesperson tells TMZ. Okay. Of course, we see the infamous video of Errol the Truth Spence flipping, I don't know how many times, 8, 9 times. And anybody looking at that, Spence, we thought he was nearly dead during October 10th, 2019 incident, losing control of his Ferrari and flipping it several times in the wild crash. Spence Jr. was ejected from the vehicle, but somehow suffered no broken bones or serious elements in the wreck. He, quote, "I was hanging out and having some drinks with some friends and ended up wrecking my car and nearly killing myself," Spence said. Fortunately, no one else was involved in the accident, and I am most grateful for that. Let me counterpunch. I remember the day I was at work, and I seen the video. That's all I saw. I know, hey, he got in a wreck, and then I saw the video. And I thought to myself, like, okay, I immediately felt selfish. Because the first thing I thought of, like, damn, I know we ain't going to see that Errol Spence, that Terrence Crawford fight now. There's no way, man, because of how that looks. People talking about him boxing, but let alone, they have to worry about his health. So that's what I was more concerned with. Like, man, can he walk again? Can he talk again? Can he, damn the boxing? Can he, be coherent in life after something like that, And it was a lot of emotional changes from Errol Spence, because he went from, hey, I'm a savage, because as you can remember, unfortunately, around the same time we had Patrick Day that passed, in a bout. So, so people were looking at that like, dude, you were drunk out partying with your friends and flipped 8 or 9 times and didn't have any broken bones, just a couple teeth or some teeth. And you had a guy that died in the ring. You know what I mean? So, he went from I'm a savage, then he took that away. Then like, oh, this is like, he said something like this is hopeless, I'm done. And I'm like, okay, well, wow, these are a lot of different extremes. So, maybe it was the medication. You do have highs and you do have lows, and you do have shifts in emotion when you do go through something, dramatic like that. You know what I mean? That's a lot of trauma when you're dealing with that type of incident. Okay, so he might have not had any broken bones, but rest assured, that was psychologically, damaging to Errol Spence, but nonetheless, he's got a farm, he's got his kids, he's got bought property, and I think that really changed his life for the better, because Errol Spence was hanging around with a lot of guys that, did those type of things on the reg. They know who they are. And then I think that night he was partaking in some of those activities. Not to say the man doesn't drink, he just does it at home, and then really a guy like that, I know we have our own lives, but he should have had somebody driving for him. You know what I mean? Especially, you got Uber, you got Lyft, you got, he could have called someone, man, come pick me up, whatever. You know what I mean? But, nonetheless, that was almost 3 years ago. Okay, so and he's fought twice since then, and he's looked spectacular in the ring. So I think that's all that matters. And if he had that type of alcohol in his system, what do you expect? Yes, he pleaded guilty for DWI. He's rich, he's doing well, he has his family, he has his health, most importantly. So that was actually a blessing, and looking back at that, it's amazing where we're at right now with Errol the Truth Spence. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Errol Spence. pleading guilty to DWI back in 2019. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunched. Peace.